Another great ghost race is taking place in the bowels of hell, and the only ones who can turn the tide are the Avengers. What'll happen next? Well, let's hop into the pages of Avengers issue number 25 and find out. Alrighty then, so picking up from where the last issue left off, poor Robbie is still being berated by the ghost of his evil serial killer uncle Eli Morrow, claiming that he is the worst Ghost Rider who ever lived. And you know what? There might have been a time when Robbie says that would have bothered him, but now he wears his worst Ghost Rider badge with honor. Why? Because he's not like Johnny. He's not like Danny. He's not like any of them because he's refused to bring misery and heartbreak into the lives of all of those around him, and he's certainly not gonna start right now. What's another thing that sets Robbie apart from all the other spirits of vengeance? Well, he has a team backing him up. He has friends in very high places, and they want to help him win this ghost race. Why, they've even put together one hell of a hoopty made of Stark tech, Wakandan tech, Asgardian tech, and oh yeah, a little gamma-powered nitrous just for good measure. Honestly, a ride like this would make the wacky races blush, but it still might not actually be enough. After all, Johnny Blaze is the current king of hell, going crazier by the second, and they are indeed playing on his turf, meaning that he's more powerful than he would be elsewhere, so much to the point he's even able to go toe-to-toe with Thor for a little bit. The god of Thunder takes it with good humor, though, saying that if he had a cup of mead for every fire-themed lord of the underworld that tried to mess with him, well, he'd be pretty much drunk all the time. Hey, what happened to the ghost of Eli Morrow, though? Wasn't it possessing a giant celestial and giving Robbie a run for his money? Well, it was, until the cosmic Ghost Rider showed up to deal with it. Oh, Frank from the future isn't actually in this ghost race or anything, so you don't have to worry about him claiming the throne of hell. Nah, he just wants some revenge on Johnny. Speaking of Johnny, he opines that if he actually does win this race and claim Robbie's power, then he'll be the greatest Ghost Rider who ever lived, someone so powerful that he even could take the fight directly to Mephisto himself. Who, depending on which book you read, sometimes Mephisto is in Vegas, and sometimes he's not. He's kind of everywhere and nowhere right now. Now, with the Avengers' help, Robbie ends up winning the race, proving full well that just because you're a Ghost Rider doesn't mean you need to ride alone. Robbie punches his progenitor for messing with him, but this isn't going to lead to a bigger fight. After all, they know Johnny's not a bad guy, not at heart anyway. It's just his job has literally corrupted him mind, body, and soul. Though it's not like they're gonna find a new king of hell or anything by the end of this story. They just say, hey, maybe call us once in a while when you're feeling crazy instead of, putting on big crazy death races. The day is saved in a manner of speaking. Robbie's car is no longer possessed by Eli or by the Cosmic Ghost Rider, which means he's free now. He's gonna stick around on the Avengers too, telling his young brother Gabe when they're out for a ride that he just really started to like this job. Aw, isn't that nice? Now what about the matter of Tony Stark Iron Man, who found a weird fossilized version of his own helmet in a cave? Well, as Tony tries to read the inscriptions on it, he ends up accidentally activating a spell which sends him all the way back in time to the BC era, where he is sadly no longer the Iron Avenger, but just a pretty damn smart caveman, and he's going to need all those mind muscles on him if he ever hopes to survive as the comic comes to a close. And so that was Avengers issue number 25, everybody, and overall I thought it was a fine conclusion to a fine story, one that really kicked in the turbos at the end, for better or worse. I really do feel they rushed the conclusion. Having the Avengers in hell, I would have liked to have seen a little bit more interplay, but we didn't get it. If I sound like a broken record, I apologize, but it does bear repeating. I like that Jason Aaron is taking so much time and effort to focus on Robbie Reyes and really make him the POV character for this book, even if I still feel at the end of the day Aaron doesn't really understand Robbie or why his solo series was so special while it lasted. His heart is in the right place, and now that status quo has more or less been repaired for the Ghost Rider, we're going to be moving on to Starbrand next, and doesn't that sound fun? Overall, I'd give this a 7.
Hey there everyone, it's your pal Cape Joel again, and if you're seeing my face right now, that means you watched to the end of the video, and I'll always be grateful for that. Retention helps in this crazy YouTube game, and so does becoming a patron. If you head on down to the description, you can find a link to my Patreon page. Recently just redid all the tiers, a lot of cool stuff offering up there, exclusive commentaries, exclusive polls, behind the scenes concept art for Capes and Quest. That's the brand new D&D show I've started soon. Never been a better time to become a patron. You can become a patron for as little as $1 a month and help the channel grow and, help me continue to deliver content like what you just saw. So I want to thank you all, and I will see you again next time. Bye-bye.